You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the smartest person in the world. According to people over at Essence of Thoughts channel, I'm quite the stupid person. So that being said, I usually like to go check out how stuff works, and thus how I found this video. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. I actually found the person who made this video how to buy on howstuffworks.com, not .com, but the YouTube channel. However, I found the video I'm responding to in particular in the suggestion bar from Grace's video. So, yeah. I don't know this woman's name. I know she likes science and she likes scientific reports and studies and stuff. Should probably go check out who she is, because I don't know who the fuck she is. I just know she says some pretty fucking asinine shit sometimes, despite the fact that she loves talking about science. With that being said, let's get this going on.
I have an immodest proposal for your consideration, and that is, let's stop preaching modesty to girls and women, and perhaps in the process change for the better the way our culture perceives female bodies.
Yep, I do not like where this video is going.
I've had this issue of modesty on my brain for a long time. We're talking since childhood. My sisters and I were always indoctrinated to be as modest as possible.
Really? Indoctrinated? I think indoctrinated is way too strong of a word to use to describe your parents teaching you how to be modest. I mean, did you wake up every morning and pray to the modesty god? Did you say, "Dear modesty god, man, I pray that you make my shirt and my skirt long enough to cover my knees, God. And just, just please make sure, all the boys don't look at me and sexually objectify me." Like, come, you were indoctrinated to be fucking modest? Yeah, okay, indoctrinated is way too strong of a word to use. Okay, about modesty. I don't think anyone spent that much time investing into you about being modest. I really don't. I don't believe you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking believe you were indoctrinated to be modest.
So as to not arouse the sexual interest of boys around us. When you're a kid, that's a little bit confusing and also a little bit scary. I was reminded of all of that while reading about the incident in Richmond, Virginia, where a girl named Claire was kicked out of her homeschool prom because her dress, which did meet the fingertip length rule, was deemed so tight that it would be arousing impure thoughts in the male chaperones.
Did you see that ass? Woo! That was a tight fucking dress. Excuse me, guys, man. You already know the drill. Shit. I gotta ask your knees.
Been so many stories about middle schools and high schools banning leggings, jeggings, essentially any clothing that administrators deem too tight on female students' bodies.
Yeah, must suck for the boys there.
Girls who have been kicked out of prom because their dresses showed, I kid you not, the curvature of their breasts.
Yeah, but you kind of have to think about that one. Do you know how tight her dress had to be to show the curvature of her breasts? I mean, not that I'm complaining. By all means, continue to wear stuff like that. You won't see me complain about it.
Only a few weeks ago, for example, Utah High School got flamed across the internet because students found out that, oh wait, they had photoshopped clothing on girls' necklines and arms in their school yearbook pictures that they apparently deemed, I don't know, too provocative?
Who the fuck got upset about that? Of all of the mundane shit to be upset about, dude, don't you think, I don't know, a photoshopped fucking picture of you with some clothes on is probably the last thing on a list of 5 billion things to be fucking mad about? Okay, the school picture didn't show you in some fucking spaghetti straps. Was it really that fucking serious for you to be seen in some spaghetti straps? Okay, the school didn't let your cleavage hang out, even though, ironically, in that one picture, it didn't look like you had too much of any cleavage. Is that really something to really be that upset about? To really be flamed about? Because they were trying to avoid a sexual harassment lawsuit? Probably. They probably didn't want to think that they were sexualizing the kids. Schools already get a lot of shit for being fucking sucky. They don't want to be perverted, too.
Yesterday, I was reading about a sign posted at the nursing school at the University of Texas at Austin demanding that female students dress appropriately, including not wearing shirts that reveal any cleavage whatsoever. If you are a large-breasted woman, you know that that can be a challenge. So,
I mean, look at the shirt that you're wearing right now. I mean, is it really that hard to find shirts that are that that, cover up. I mean, are your boobs really that much of a problem when it comes to cleavage? I mean, I don't have any cleavage, so I don't know. Maybe it is difficult. I don't know. My friend Jacqueline does a pretty fantastic job of not walking around showing her cleavage. So shit. If you want to keep doing that, by all means, continue to do so. You won't see me complain about it. But I just really don't think it's that much of an issue. I think it's very, very mundane that the school doesn't want you to show your cleavage. Don't fucking show your cleavage or don't go to school. Ugh.
As to not, quote, distract from the learning environment. When you unravel these messages that are often targeted at girls, what they're being told from a young age is that if they dress a certain way, then they're asking for it.
No. What they're being taught is time and place. They're being taught that you're going to get a specific reaction based on the way that you dress in a specific environment. So, school is a learning environment, and their whole job is to teach kids about life and skills that they're going to use in life. So, what they're telling these women, these girls who are walking around really sexily, is that time and fucking place. When you're in a learning environment, you don't really have any reason to be showing off your fucking boobs all over the place. Just to be honest, by all means, continue to do so. Do not misinterpret me. I'm not telling you to stop. What I am telling you is you kind of have to be aware that there's a time and a place for dressing a certain way. When you're in the learning environment, you should be respectful to everybody. I'm telling you right now, when I was going through puberty, girls were something kind of distracting. And it was a distraction I greatly fucking appreciated.
These messages do a disservice to boys, teaching them also from a young age that essentially they're just sex-crazed visual creatures and would-be rapists, removing agency from both boys and girls, making this a lose-lose situation.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take that away from feminism. Feminism teaches boys that they're rape machines and that all heterosexual sex is rape. That's what feminism teaches them, that all men are potential rapists, and that all men need to be taught not to rape. That's feminism. That's not what dress code teaches you. Don't do that, lady, whoever you are. No.
When you look into the actual science of men's sexual responses, this idea that they are simply visual creatures who need female gatekeepers to make sure that they don't start just wanting to screw everything in sight is just a touch off base.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, but who teaches men that? Oh yeah, that's right, feminism does.
According to a 2007 meta-analysis looking at sex differences in how men and women respond to sexual stimuli, the researchers stressed that the way that men respond sexually has a host of factors behind it: psychological, biological, physiological, sociological.
Did you really need a fucking test to determine that? Really? Did you really need a scientific test to determine that? I could have told you that. And I'm not a scientist.
A girl wearing a spaghetti strap tank top should not flip some switch in the male brain that says, must have sex now. Oh, I cannot do work anymore.
No, Lieutenant Jackass, that's not what they're saying when they say tank tops and really skimpy outfits are distracting and that it just makes men only want to fuck them. It makes me want to look at them quite a bit and think about them and think about fucking them. Let's be honest. When we were going through puberty, every man went through puberty. If you're not gay, you saw a cute girl, you were like, You're like, And you thought about her in class. And if you sat behind her, or if you sat adjacent to her and you could see her cleavage, you're like, You know what I mean? Okay, this is just me. When I was going through puberty, I can tell you, they were a little distracting. It was a distraction I enjoyed being distracted by, but let's be honest, we're going through puberty in middle school. Men like women. They're gonna look at them. It's just biology.
It also cited an interesting 2001 study which found that the more men were exposed to women, co-educational experiences, and less hyper-masculinized sex roles, the less sexual intent they read into their interactions with women.
What in the fuck does that have to do with being attracted to women? Oh yeah, that's right. Nothing. That has nothing to do with being attracted to a woman who dresses sexily. what that test conducted, or what that test showed, was that the more interaction men have with women, the more men understand and hang around women, the more they realize that not every little thing a woman does shows that she's attracted to you. This is where the whole nice guy kind of fails. I think that test does a better job of showing socialization between men and women, helps men understand, or helps men read women's intent a lot better. I think that's what that test did a good job of showing. On the other hand, showing that men are not stimulated by sight, yeah, it failed to do so at all. It had nothing to do with that, friend.
I.e., we can effectively teach boys to respect women no matter what they're wearing.
What do you mean by teach boys to respect women? As long as they're not putting their hands on them, they are respecting them. I mean, if I look at a girl who's obviously broadcasting her ass, I don't feel bad about that shit. I mean, she wore the short shorts. She knew what she was getting herself into. She was asking for attention. I'm not a bad person if I look at a nice ass. I'm not a bad person if I look at cleavage. She did that on purpose because she wanted the fucking attention. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna touch her or anything like that. But I don't. No. I don't want to go to fucking jail, so I'm not gonna touch her. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna look, and sometimes it's a little distracting in class when there's a girl with her fucking breast almost about to pop out. I mean, yeah, I mean, the school system isn't off base when they talk about this. I mean, is it really that big of an issue? I'd say no, not really, but I mean, it's not like they're pulling it from their fucking ass.
Isn't that a radical thought? Something has to change. And it's not the clothes that girls are wearing.
Oh, I'm a misogyny. People aren't gonna let me walk around with my boobs out and I'm in school. That is one of the most mundane things I've ever fucking heard come out of a feminist's mouth. Now, I don't know if this lady is a feminist, but come on, really? The school system won't let you walk around with your fucking cleavage showing. Is that really such a bad thing? Is that really that fucking horrible of a thing? Are you really oppressed because the school system is saying you have to dress appropriately? What about job offices? Are they oppressing you ladies because they won't let you wear whatever you want to wear and show your cleavage off? Of course not. That's what the school is teaching. Time and place. There are specific times in which you can dress a certain way. When you're broadcasting yourself sexually, we know you want fucking attention, okay? Like, men are not stupid, okay? So stop treating us like we're fucking dumbasses. We know what your fucking ulterior motive is. You're not that hot, okay? So, the school system isn't off base. Is it really that big of an issue to fight about? No. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, let's not fucking kid ourselves here, right?
That's pretty good. Stop telling girls that they essentially have to protect themselves from their own bodies.
Yeah. Who else is gonna protect them? I mean, it's their bodies. Shouldn't they be protecting themselves or from other people? Shouldn't they? Isn't that their responsibility?
Stop telling boys that they can't protect themselves or other people from their own bodies.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're also living in a culture wherein often the way that girls feel the most validated is through male attention.
Well, isn't that saying something about the current culture today? I don't know, kind of like what motivates these women to dress so sexily in the first place.
Girls need stronger and more empowering messages than that, and telling them to just go home and change their clothes isn't the answer. That's not going to help anybody because
yeah, you're right. Ad campaign is not going to be the answer to help women not want to get attention from men anymore. You want to know what the answer is? Stronger father figures in the home. When the father is there and he gives the attention to the young lady, you know, the attention, the positive masculine attention that she needs, well then you're right. She's not going to have to go out and look for it from other men, you know, so... yeah, an ad campaign isn't going to fix anything.
You know what? They're going to just dress how they want on the weekends, and that's the fact of life.
Exactly. Time and place.
Boys in particular, we need to dismantle the dominant masculinity that treats girls and women as sexual prizes to be had.
Oh my fucking goodness. Can we please stop acting like men only want to fuck women? Can we please stop doing that? Yes, there are pickup artists and players, but they do not represent all the men in society. Men like women for being women. They want to get to know women, engage with them, talk to them. Some of them even want to get fucking married to women. Stop acting like we only just want to fuck women. Goodness. Fuck!
Boys and girls alike, we need to more boldly teach them that sexuality is perfectly natural. It's perfectly natural to see something and feel something in response, but that there are healthy and consensual ways to exercise it. This kind of crucial cultural change is not going to happen if we just keep telling girls to go change clothes.
Yeah, you're right. You know what's going to change? If we have more father figures in the home teaching men how to be men and teaching women what to expect from men. That's how this whole modesty thing is going to change. Because then those women will not feel the need to dress very provocatively and sexily in order to garner the attention of a man. Because they'll already be getting it from their fathers. It all starts in the home, and it starts with a pretty strong father figure. At least I think so anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of her video, and subsequently the end of mine. I might need to do a couple more video responses to this lady. I think her name is Kristen. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. If you did, man, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comments below. And as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon.